everybody. So I know it's been a while since I've made a video, so I thought I would take you along this morning as I do morning chores, give you an update on some of the things we have done, and so forth like that. It's about 27 degrees out, I think it is. It's cold here in southeast Indiana. As you can see, we have got some snow on the ground. Actually, we have about 1/4 of an inch of ice, a couple inches of sleet, it feels like, and then snow. So you can see it is crunchy. The ground is crunchy. It's not a snow. The sheep are like, okay, we're here, you need to feed us. So, kids are at school, so I've got the chores for the morning. So we're gonna go on into the barn. Oh, my barn is a disaster. So let's see what we're doing here. Whew, it's cold out. So as you can see, every morning the dogs decide they're going to eat when we get here. Here, Trixie, Coda. Well, our stray cat, Homie, he just wants some food. It's supposed to be like 37 today, so I may open up the barn doors. Oh, we're in here with Fluffy and Nimrod. And then we've got a chicken in there that don't do so well in this cold weather. So, she's in there when it's cold outside. I am going to feed Homie out here. Oh my. Okay. Bear with me here. Oh, I know. Come on. There you go. You can see my barn is a disaster. All of our pool stuff we had in a stall back over here. But we had to open up the stall for the sheep because we were getting the ice storm that they said was coming. Say good morning. Huh, Apple? Apple is very impatient. And the sheep were back here and in this stall, but now they've got the run of this stall also. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. So this is Prince. This is Cinnamon. This is Sugar and Cotton, Klondike, and Millie. So they want their grain. Applejack's wants his. So all this stuff you see out here all came out of this stall. So, and it's been too cold to worry about cleaning it up. We emptied the stall and we said we'll get it when it warms up. So, not a big rush for me. So I'll kind of take you along on my chores. I do have to milk the cow, but I will. What was I going to say? I will take you along. I'll let you see all of our chickens. So, we have to feed the sheep. And then Applejack's wants his food for the morning. Our tack room is heated, so that's why the cats come and go in here. You can hear Applejack's. He's like beating on his stall door. He is the most impatient horse. He does not like to be second or third in the feeding. And I gotta let the ducks out. So before... See? He's very impatient. Are you impatient? Are you? You're very impatient. Yes, you are. Yeah, you are. Get in there. And we feed him here. I always go out and check his water. He's got hay in his water. Look at snow out. Look, there's the cows. They're like, are we next? So we finally finally weaned this one. I put a weaning ring in her nose on December 6th. We just took it out Sunday, and as of now, as of yesterday, she still has not milked from Mama. So I'm hoping it works. Max, go. Come on, Max, out of the stall. Go. No horse treats this morning for you. No horse treats for Max. You hear them? Oh my gosh. They're like starving. So I'm going to go ahead and put my camera in here. Alright, we gotta move this out of the way. Watch out, guys. All the dogs are here. We're coming. Don't you see? I'm coming. Okay? You guys are not, you definitely are not starving. Are you? Ow, that hurt. I just stuck myself with a screw or a nail. Come on, get in there. So they got a big waterer here that I take a hammer to. You would think that these guys have not ate in like a week, the way they act. Huh. But if you can see them, they're definitely not starving. You're not starving. Okay? Yeah. Watch out. Watch out if you want grain. So, before we let the chickens out, I always milk, because if I don't, milk first, the chickens, they get up in the stanchion and lay their eggs. So, sorry, I'm breaking this up. This is the only water that we don't have heated. It's for the sheep. Just because my husband has not ran a plug yet to feed them, or to water them. So, all right, now we'll go ahead and get our cow feed. The only time, oh, we better let these guys out over here, because they want out. Good morning. Are you guys ready to come out? So because these guys will not go into their duck house at night, we have hawks. Now we have bald eagles flying around. And we have owls. We have personally seen the hawks and bald eagles. We have heard the owls, so we know they're out there. So we go ahead and lock them in a stall at night. And they come in themselves. We open the stall door, and they know that this is where they are safe, because the dogs sleep in the stall right there next to them. So they know they're safe in here, so they come out. So then in the morning, we just let them out. And they just, what they're waiting for, usually they'll head right out that door. What they're waiting for is for me to move so that they can get water out of that heated water right there, which probably needs some water. This bucket. So my husband put in all these new spigots in the barn, and I love them. They told you they were waiting on it. My daughter is cleaning up this wash bay. The object of this wash bay, as you can see, you know, we just washed the horses in here. We are actually enclosing this. We're putting a roof on it. We're putting a door here. We're going to get rid of the wash bay, and my daughter wants to make it a bigger tack room. So we're going to let her do that. All right, here, guys. Oh, goodness. Sorry, guys, bear with me. I'm pouring this water. They say it's so hard to video with one hand and do something else. It really is. And I usually do not edit my videos, so you get to see everything that we're doing. Like, everything. Mistakes, mess-ups, crazy animals. I don't really have time to edit, so you will see everything. But as I was saying earlier, my cows only get grain when I milk. And I will be milking Ginger. Ginger is pregnant. She took on the first try, which was back in October. So she'll throw me a July baby. June or July baby. So I'm happy about that. And then Cookie Moo, I wanted to space her out before I bred her because she's going to be a new mommy, new milker. And I didn't want to have to be dealing with Ginger's baby along with Cookie Moo's. So I wanted to space her out, but I've missed 2 heat cycles to get her AI'd. So I'm going to wait until she'll throw me like a spring, early summer baby. I don't want winter babies. Anything past October I don't want. So Ginger is the latest. I was going to breed Cookie in November, but I missed it. But that was the latest I wanted to do. November, December area. So now we're in February, so we're going to wait. We're going to wait to breed her till she'll throw me like a April, May baby. I don't want to deal with cold calves, stuff like that. So, other than that, look, the sheep are looking at us like, hey, what are you doing? So that stall did not have a complete door, so we just went ahead. Their door that used to go block them in there, we just flipped it. Well, actually, we didn't even flip it. We just turned it. Or we just pushed it all the way open, and it blocks them in there. So they're already done eating. So they need to go back outside. Apple's like, okay, I'm done with my grain. The ducks have made their way outside. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and milk. And then when I'm done milking, I will let the chickens out. Because if I let them in here if I let them out before I'm done milking, they'll come in here. My Ginger's in here, and they will try and lay their eggs. Because I'll show you where they like to lay their eggs. They like to lay their eggs back there in the corner of the stanchion, where Ginger has hay back here. So this is Ginger's feed pan here, or feed box. Her hay goes up there. And they are very, very persistent in getting in there when I'm trying to milk. So they will have to wait. I usually milk and then let them out. And I'll set the camera up so you can see. We have 60 some chickens now. We're getting ready to build a bigger coop, which I'm excited because I got more chicks on the way. Well, not on the way yet, but they will be on the way here soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Ginger in here. I'll show you what such a good girl she is. And then I feed Ginger her grain in there. And then Cookie Moo gets a little bit of grain. Just because Cookie Moo wants to have a little treat too. So, let's open it up. There's Ginger. Well, she knows where to go. She goes right in. Here, Cookie Moo. Cookie Moo knows she gets her grain. Cookie Moo was 18 months old when we finally weaned her. You can see she's a chunky monkey. But since we weaned her from the milk, she has actually lost some weight, which is good. Alright, so I'm going to set you guys up somehow here. I won't bore you with this. I won't bore you with the milking process. I'll let you see it, and then I will just fast forward it here. That way you kind of realize here. Oh, the sheep are never full. They always want more food. There we go. There we go. All right. So this is kind of our process here. Ginger goes in, I walk her head in. I do have a milker, but you know, my time and Ginger's time is when I'm here in the barn, and I am milking her by hand. Come here. Get over here. Come on. Get over here. Show them how you get over here. Come on. Good girl. I do have a milker. Actually, I have two milkers. I have a little 3-gallon bucket milker. And then I have the one that I will use when Cookie Moo is in milk along with Ginger, because it's a 10-gallon milker. So I always brush them, make sure they're nice and clean before I milk. She's pretty good. I want my milk to stay clean. Huh, ain't that right, Ginger? So I brush her with that one, and then I use this one to get off any hair. Ginger has gotten a little bigger in the belly here. Like I said, she is pregnant, which is good. I have not sent away a pregnancy test. I do have one, but I haven't sent it away because I haven't questioned it, because she hasn't went back into heat. So she's been keeping her teats pretty clean. I haven't had an issue with mud or anything like that. Now the ducks are in here because the ducks decide I didn't give them any water outside yet. They got water over there in the barn. And then they have a heated water out at the chicken coop. But they come in here and raise heck with me because I haven't poured their food out there yet. And we'll do that here after I get done milking. But what I'll do is I'll milk. I'll time lapse my milk so that you don't have to watch me. It takes me about 20 minutes to milk. Not very long. And I usually get, still to this day, I'm getting about 2 gallons of milk. So I cleaned her teats up. Now I'm dipping her in iodine. Oh, goodness. And then I let that sit for a minute. Now if her teats were dirty, I would have switched my rag, but she had clean teats. So we just rinsed them off, pretty much. Now I'll just rinse off the iodine. And she is enjoying her grain. And I've never had a problem with her not standing still after she eats. Sometimes she'll move around a little bit, but she's pretty much a very good milk cow. I am so happy we bought her. Alright, now that's done. Alright, that's done. We're going to close that up. I've got an extra rag. I usually try and keep an extra rag out here just in case. Got my milk bucket. So what we do, my extra rag, usually I just make sure she's very dry. What we do is we squirt the first few squirts. And we start to milk. Okay, so as you can see, I am just about done here. Just getting the last little bit out of each of these teeth. She has ate all her grain. She's working on throwing her hay everywhere. I don't understand that. Her hay is all situated in her stanchion and she throws it everywhere. So, alright. Some people ask how you know when they're done giving milk. Well, squirting and nothing comes out. Or their teeth get real wrinkly and they just kind of dangle there. They're out of milk. So, alright. So we are done. And I don't know if you can see it, but look at all that fresh milk. Best milk you've ever had. Alright. So we go ahead and we just dip her teeth with iodine again, but this time we leave the iodine on. And later today, I will come out and put lotion on her teeth. Sometimes I do it right after we milk. Other times I wait. Because you want to let the iodine sit on there for a little bit before you dab it. You want to let it dry before you put lotion on. So I'm going to go ahead and release her out of here. I always wonder where all of our buckets are, but then I find them in Ginger's stall. So, alright. Say hi! Say, I'm a good girl. Say, I really am. Aren't you? Alright. So we're going to go ahead and release her out of here. We're going to go ahead and open her door because she will back herself out. See what she did to her hay? Alright, come on. Let's go. Come on. Ginger, go. Ginger, come on. Sometimes I have to get a bar because she doesn't want to leave. And then look, she leaves. She backs out. Sometimes she'll just make that turn and go. And boy, when she gets her big pregnant belly, look, Cookie Moo's just standing out there. Cookie Moo, what are you doing? Yeah, no weaning ring. You're a good girl. So then Ginger automatically goes out and gets a drink. So we will close this up, and then the cold really takes effect on my battery. So I'm going to go let the chickens out. That way you can see the chickens. Look, the ducks are in here still. And there's sneaky old Fluffy. I'm going to go let the chickens out, and we will feed them some scratch grain. Here is a stray cat that showed up. She's got the prettiest blue eyes. Look at her. Look at her. She is so pretty. We call her Angel Eyes. But she is so fluffy and lovable. Angel. Angel. Angel Eyes. Yeah. Do you see them blue eyes on her? Look at that. She's so fluffy. Look at the blue eyes. Look at the blue eyes on her. But you know us. We feed everything. If it shows up, we feed it. As long as it does not mess with. So this is our old coop. We are starting to get ready to build our new coop. This will be turned into the meat bird pen. You know, it is so cold here. I wonder if somebody did not. I bet somebody turned off my plug. I'm guessing somebody turned off my plug. Let's walk in here and look real quick, because I've never had an issue with my water freezing out here. Let's walk in here and look, because I'm betting somebody flipped my switch. This is our arena. It's full of crap right now. But we're slowly getting it cleaned out. Because Stephanie is getting a new horse. Yep, somebody flipped my plug. Look at that. Huh. I wondered, this is to always stay on. I wondered why I was getting frozen water. And there's Angel. And there's Angel. Yeah. You got food up here? You have any food left? Or do I need to get more? Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead. I need to drag a bag of feed out. We have not even unloaded our feed yet. And I need to get up here and get a thing of scratch grain. Bear with me for a moment. I gotta climb up in this dump truck. At my age, I remember being a kid and being able to do this, climb and stuff. But now, I don't want to climb anymore. And usually, ooh, I was lucky on that bag. I accidentally untied it. Glad it didn't spew out. So, that's another thing. We have a special cow feed made for our dairy cows. Because I don't want to go with something just commercial. So, and we buy bulk. So we buy 500 pounds each. But let me tell you, within the last 2 or 3 months, our feed bill has about doubled. For 500 pounds of our dairy mix that we have made up, used to be around 170 bucks. Hasn't really doubled, but look at it now. For the same stuff, this is what our dairy mix contains. For the same stuff here. So, for 500 pounds of oats, steam rolled, barley steamed, distillers, which that's a local distillers because we live here by Seagram's here in Indiana. We do cottonseed hulls, liquid molasses, and calcium. It's $231.55 now. Now, remember, back in November, I think it was October, November, we were paying 170 something, so it's went up. And then we have our own scratch grain made for our chickens, and it used to be, I think, 150 something for 500 pounds, and now look at the price. So we get the corn rolled, we get steam rolled oats, steamed barley, sunflower seeds, cover crop wheat, and chick oyster shell. And now it was 100 and something, and now it's $219.20. So I feel sorry for farmers who are having to make it. That's why prices have went up so much. People wonder why. Well, this is why. Because pricing of grains have went up. And it doesn't matter if you, oh, sorry guys, if you buy bag stuff or if you buy bulk, it's all went up. Okay, so I'm gonna set this here. I'm gonna untie it, and I gotta go get a bucket because I did forget a bucket. But there is my scratch grain for my chickens. I don't think I have a bucket over here anywhere. You know, in all of this mess, you would think I'd have a bucket somewhere, but I don't. They're all in the barn. Let's see, what do we got in here? You know, I'll just use this. We got a little bowl here. We'll just use this. That way we don't have to worry about when I get the bucket. And then we'll come back because I've got to take a full feed bag here and dump it in their feeder. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take it. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to go ahead. I don't want my... Put that in my pocket. I will carry you with me. So, and of course, my plastic bowl that I choose has a extra keep them warm in the sun. We're gonna go back through here. Oh goodness. I want to be able to show you the chickens before my battery dies. The cold wreaks havoc on our batteries. And so I just sprinkle feed out here. And I'm kind of wanting that to warm up. Whew. I'm going to attach you to the fence somehow. Bear with me. I'm going to attach you to the fence. There we go. Why I dumped this in. Usually I don't use a whole bag. We'll see how well this goes. It may go really bad, or it may go really good. As I said, we don't edit. I'm not very tall. Chickens are like, okay, you're messing with feed. We hear you. All right. We're going to try and dump the rest of this in. It would take. Worked. All right, so now it's time to release the dinosaurs. I think the ducks are out here. So what we do with this too is we just dump a little bit out here because this is the duck feed. And you know, I hear people complaining about feeding the wild birds and stuff, but you know, we feed everything. The only thing we got to do, as soon as the chickens come out, they want water. So we're going to take this and get them some water for now. This is the ducks, or really anybody's. These are the best bowls. These rubber ones, as you can take, step them out. find a bucket. This one's got ice in it. Whew. It's cold. But since somebody turned my plug off, my chicken water, this is just ice that I got out of the goat's water yesterday. And look, another spigot. I'm so excited. So, and then if you've seen, Angel was just right there. She wants me. We accidentally left this out. That's how much rain we got. It filled it up. So we're gonna fill the black bucket up for the chickens to drink, along with the ducks. Yeah. And we will come back out in a little bit. We're gonna set this up here for now. Actually, we'll set it over here. Come on. That way everybody can drink out of it. Oh, look, imagine that. Right there. I don't need you guys swimming in it. I'm going to go ahead and dump some of this warmer water on this frozen one. And I guess what I will have to do is put a note on my plug switch not to unplug it. Alright, are we ready to let the beast out? So, here we go. Ready? Woo. I imagine my battery will die either during this or right after, because there are no bars left on it. So if so, I hope you guys had a good time. I'm going to take the milk up and get it strained out and bottled. And then I will charge my phone or my camera while I'm up there, because I want to show you the rabbits and the rabbit pen that we built outside for them. So, but I'll do that after I get the milk done. The other day when we had all that ice, they would come out and they'd slide all the way down their little board. I felt bad for them, but they seemed to have fun on it. At least coming out. They would jump from the ground up that night. Because we don't keep them in. Even when we get ice and stuff, we let them out. I figured they can make up their own decisions. They can make their own decisions if they want to come out of the coop or not. And then they can go in the barn too. We leave the door open. So my husband, I call them free range chickens. My husband calls them barn range chickens, because they are always in the barn. Woo. That's one of the new babies. That's one of the new babies. And of course, they're both roosters. And then there's a white one that's with them, and a black and white hen too. I think she's usually the last one out. My buff. But you can see, they were all gathered around here, but now they're gathered around the feed. And out there, as you can see. So that's, that rooster over here is Jerky. And then this rooster right here is Chuck. And then there's a black and white one right there. We call him Spotty. And then that black one right behind him, we call him Little Black. We had another black one that was just like that big feathered one, but he died. We don't know how he died. He actually died, his head was laying out of the coop, but his body was in there. And there was no wounds on him, no fighting or nothing. I don't know. I don't remember how old he was, but he was huge. So this is Little Black right here, as you can see. That's Little Black. And that one we had, Big Black, he was huge. And then we have Spotty. And then we've got 2 new ones that were within the 4 babies and mama. So, look, she finally came out. So let's look in here and see. Don't mind my coop. It's old. Like I said, we're getting ready to build a new one. Yesterday we cleaned it. Nope, they're all gone. Yesterday we cleaned it out. Look, somebody laid me an egg right there. Right there they laid an egg. We'll go ahead and check the eggs and see if there's any available. They've been laying everywhere but in their boxes. But since we cleaned them last night, and we added more roosts because we had so many chickens in there, they didn't have enough roosts. So we added some yesterday. Whew. Nope, no eggs today. Not yet, anyways. But there are several spots in the barn that I check every day. So there's Chuck. Hi, Chuck. So that are my chickens. Alright, so now you've kind of went on the barn chores with me every morning. My daughter Stephanie usually does night chores, unless I'm home. Sometimes I'll help, and sometimes she says, Mom, I don't need your help. And I say, okay, because then I don't have to come out in the cold. So other than that, that is about it. We are going to take our milk up to the Quonset hut and strain it through the filters. And this little lady in here, she's wanting to get up there and lay her eggs. So we're going to grab, whatever. Alright, we're going to grab our milk and we are going to go do this. And then, like I said, I am going to charge my camera while I do it. And once I get done, I will come back out and I will show you the bunny house, the outside bunny enclosure that we built. Oh, one thing I have to do, and I forgot, let me set this milk down, is we got to collect dog food. We feed a kind of expensive dog food. It's the Diamond Naturals. And the chickens, I know, you got food. You got food. Look. Here. You got food. The chickens love to come in and eat what's left. Oh, and okay, I think we got it all. They come in here and get a drink out of that heated water too. Alright, well, I'm gonna get off here. What are you doing, Trixie? Are you guilty of something? No? Are you guilty of anything? German Shepherd guilty? I don't know. Are you guilty? What are you guilty of? You got your tail wagging. What are you guilty of? Can you sit? Sit. 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 Well, she's not wanting to sit. She's wanting something, but she don't want to sit today. She's got bad hips. She's starting to get hip dysplasia, I think. Her hips are starting to hurt. Oh, and then we got Coda underneath her. Alright, so we are going to head out here to the golf cart and take our milk up. So, alright. So Max is enjoying the sunshine in this weather. So, alright, so I went ahead and got my milk strained, got it put in the fridge. One of my herd share members stopped and got their milk, and then she wanted to buy some other stuff. So we were talking, and now, ooh, that was slippery. We are headed to the rabbit pen. I mean, it is like ice here. It is so slippery. So I want to show you our rabbit pen that we built. Well, my husband and daughter did. It was nice. And they love it. Alright, so here is our outdoor rabbit enclosure. I forget the dimensions of it, but as you can see, they picked the corners for their litter boxes. Right now, we just have chicken wire on it because we don't have any issues with predators or anything in our backyard. As you can see, it's in our backyard. So, oh my goodness, it's a tight squeeze in this door. So, underneath you have, that is Clover. Clover. And behind Clover is Eclipse. So, their water is frozen. Not too bad. I love using the stainless bowls because when it is frozen, you just dump it out. And they have a tunnel to run through. We bought them this chicken hutch, but we turned it into a rabbit hutch. And we always make sure they have fresh water. What are you doing, Clover? Clover is a lion head, and then Eclipse is a meat rabbit of some sort. We were supposed to get 2 lion heads, but my friend who has the rabbits, we did not want a boy and girl because we do not want babies right now. But as you can see, we put straw all around them because we were having horrible winds. So we put straw, and they've got a ton of straw in here. They actually have so much straw in here that it's built up on their little ramp. Get this out of the way here. Get some of the straw out of here. That way they can get up their ramp. And they have their ramp into their house. And there is the inside of their little house. And if we used it as a chicken coop, there was a roosting bar that went in there. And we just lock it. And we had a little window here. We can always see them. But as you can see, they are under there. Just chilling. So, just make sure they have fresh water and food. Whew. In this part, we have it under roof, as you can see, and then that part is open. We do have a netting or the chicken wire to go over this if we start having a problem with hawks and stuff. So we can only get the door open so far. Oh goodness, okay. So, but we haven't had any issues. The dogs pretty much keep everything at bay in here. But what is funny is we have a ton of wild rabbits running around. And if you can see little tracks, the little rabbits, the wild rabbits run through here. And they come back here. Little rabbit tracks. And they come back here and they see each other. So, it's kind of funny. I'm going to walk in my greenhouse. I'll show you what I got going in here. And also excited that I am going to get ready to plant our seeds. I love this time of year because I know spring's coming and it's going to be warm. And actually, I guess I'm not getting in my greenhouse because, yeah, well, there's ice and snow. So I am going to have to dig my greenhouse door out. And there ain't no shovel out here. So, and we got to get these beds cleaned up so that we can get planting. And then we've got all these new beds that we're going to plant in. And then we've got some more wood over here that we're going to go ahead and make some other beds. The sheep, their pen is actually going to be, If you can see our posts, we ran new posts. If you can see, like, there's double posts. Well, there's a new post beyond that wood fence. All of this over here is going to be garden for me to plant our corn, our peas, our pumpkins, our cantaloupes, everything that grows and vines and stuff. We're going to plant it all in here. It'll be ground planted. We're not going to plant it in raised beds right now. But the sheep are actually going to be on the other side of that wooden fence. And they're going to get to go all the way down the fence. They'll be up on this side of the horse fence, and then Apple will be on the other side. So we're going to get ready to move them once all this snow melts and we get the fencing done. Hi, girls and boys. So, don't get me wrong. This is cotton. I can never tell cotton and sugar apart because they're both white, solid white. What's up? Come here. So either that one right there or this one. I believe this is cotton. That one is sugar. And then you've got Klondike and cinnamon. And then over by the fence you have Millie and Prince. So Millie is the mommy to one of these white ones, whichever one is sugar, which I think it's that one, and Klondike and cinnamon. So these three right here are Millie's baby. And then Prince, and I believe this is sugar, or this is cotton. Prince and Cotton were babies to Matilda. And we lost Matilda to a toxic infection, we believe. We took her to the vet, had an autopsy done. They couldn't find anything wrong with her. So they said it must have been something toxic that she picked up in the ground. We don't really know. So, they are getting friendly. Yes. That's why I think this is cotton. Because cotton is friendlier than sugar. Huh. Aren't you? Yeah. Hi. Oh, and look. Max comes to see. Yeah. Hi there, baby girls. Klondike is very scared of people. We don't know why, but she will not come to anybody. Klondike. Well, Prince, you had your head stuck in there, didn't you? So, I think we are selling Klondike and sugar. Whichever one is sugar, we're selling them to. They will be breeders to somebody else. And then we will keep Prince and Millie and Cinnamon and Cotton. Because Cinnamon and Cotton and Prince are all boys. So my daughters don't want to sell them because you know what boys go for. They go for the meat. And Millie, we will breed her again to get more babies. And Apple's like, hello. And honestly, I don't know how Apple would do if we put him in with the sheep. We may be able to redo Apple's pasture to where we have good hot wire. Because right now Apple has, he is staying in with just rope. We have the electric rope down there, but it's not plugged in. So he just stays in, but I know these sheep won't stay in. So if we run some good electric, or if we run field fence, then maybe we could run Apple and the sheep together. But we are in the market of getting another horse or two. My daughters want to get a couple more horses, which is fine with me. I have thought about getting myself a horse, but if I get a horse, I'm going to get a big draft horse. That way it doesn't really want to go anywhere. We just kind of walk around. I'm not a huge horse fan, but I like to go on a trail ride or two. So that is the sheep. Here's all of our fence that we bought so that we can get to fencing. And the dogs are just enjoying the day out here. I don't know where Trixie is. But, so it is time for me to get a shovel and get my greenhouse door open. I never realized it would be stuck when I came out here. Didn't think about it. But if you can see inside there, I have some lettuce seeds started over there. All of my grasses are in here. We have some mums that are over here that'll rebloom. And I've actually been cleaning it up in there. But we will start our seeds under light in either my store or our Quonset hut. And then we will bring them out here once it starts staying warmer. So we've got our garlic planted. It's all planted. Here's our asparagus bed. That one is carrots. This was carrots. We have garlic, strawberries in this one, and we have garlic in that one. So them are two beds that already have stuff in them. And the one time I looked under here, I already had garlic coming up. Actually, it's full of ice now, down below the straw, which is good. It's below the straw. Garlic is, but there was some garlic coming up already. So, and I don't know what we'll plant in all of these. So, all right. Well, that is it for the day. I have got to get some things done. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was a little long, but I haven't had a video out in a while. I'm going to try and start doing a couple videos a week, because now is the time that we are doing stuff. We are getting back outside and preparing for spring, getting projects done. The next project we are getting done is our fence, because we need to start. Django runs, but she leaves the property, so we want her to stay in. So when she's not out running, she is in this pasture, which is a couple acres. As you can see, it goes down into the woods. But we are actually building a fence. We'll have about 7 or 8 acres in our fence that she will be able to run all through the barns. She'll be able to get all past them barns. She'll be out in the hayfield, back behind all them barns. She'll be able to get to the cows and the horses and this barn. She'll be able to protect the rabbits. So she will be able to go everywhere. Woo! Did you just see that? That was me slipping on this slippery driveway. Look at that. It's solid ice. She will be able to get everywhere, including here in the front yard. So, so that is our next project that we have to get done soon. So I am going to get ready to take my shelf over to my store or somewhere and get my lights set up on it and get ready to plant my seeds here in the next day or two. And I'll make a video of that, how I do it, and everything like that. So if you have any questions, just leave them below. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. You're not going to want to miss the things that we got going and the adventures of our farm. We do have some new animals coming this year. I'm so excited. Make sure you hit that notification bell down at the bottom, because that way when I post a video, you are notified of it. We do have a Facebook page under Randolph's Farm. We post a lot of recipes, things we're doing daily, stuff like that that we don't always make a video of. And other than that, I am going to get off here, go in and have some hot coffee, eat a little breakfast, and get on with my day. I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.